Hey guys, we've come on a few minutes early just because it looks like the guys over at Myrtle Beach are almost ready to go. Hope you're all recovered from that.
I know.
Exciting first event. Obviously, some surprise results. Do you want to quickly put the scores up?
Sure. Here we go. Snazzy little graphic for you. So this is the results of the Giants medley. Couple of surprises in here, as you said. Obviously, one of the biggest ones, probably with Mitch Hooper not being able to finish after being so fast with that yoke. Quite a few guys not being able to finish, though, from Tristan
Only
downwards.
3 athletes finishing. Four athletes.
Yeah, it was 4 in the end after Tom went. Evan Singleton as well, sort of almost going under that frame right at the end there.
Evan was rapid and just sort of lost his balance a little bit at the end, and then it looked like the back end of the implement kind of came down on the back of his foot. Hopefully nothing too serious there. Mitch Hooper has torn his calluses. His body is fine, but his hands kind of got cut up from the frame. Spoken to him, obviously not the ideal start that he wanted, but I kind of had a quick look at some past results of where athletes have been able to come back from this type of start. And obviously, you know, it's not ideal. You want to be in a good position after the first event. However, there is one man, Zydrunas Savickas.
Of course.
He got 5 points in 2010 and went on to win the show. And in 2012, he only got 4 points in the first event and he went on to win the show. So I remind him of that. I told him to keep fighting. I think his hands will be okay. We spoke about kind of putting some super glue on the calluses to keep them down. Sounds weird to a lot of people that don't know, but that's originally what super glue was made for. It's going to stick and skin back together. And he's got to keep fighting. That's all we can kind of hope for.
Yeah.
World's Strongest Man is tough. I see athletes tear calluses often at World's Strongest Man, particularly on farmers or frame carries, and it's normally due to the humidity. Yeah. So these things happen. As an athlete, you have to deal with it. And, you know, that was an exciting first event, and it just shows we never know what's going to happen.
I was just about to say, so many people wrote this final off thinking that it wasn't going to be interesting, that the result was almost set in stone before it even began. But this just proves.
Oh, we know from watching Strongman as often as we do, it's always exciting. You know, you never know what's going to happen.
Thank you so much, Fred, for gifting memberships. Is Fred there? Are you there, Fred? If you are,
let us know.
We hope you're having a lovely time. I think he said he was going to be there at the weekend, but we hope you're having a great time. So we went through it earlier, but now that we're here, should we quickly go through the rules again of the max axle before they start? So the opening weight is going to be 170 kilos. At least that was the plan.
Yep.
Could change, but that is the plan. We've suggested jumps of 180, 190, 200, 210, world record attempt, and then even
the world record currently is 217.
Yes, 217, set by Ian Bibby in the 2021 Strongman Classic. So they are allowed to pass attempts if they want to. They don't have to do every single lift. They are not allowed to belt clean. It is fine if the bar touches their belt after they've cleaned it, if it slips down slightly, but they cannot clean it onto the belt. There's a 45-second time limit once the whistle blows, and they are allowed to attempt as many times as they like within that 45 seconds. Any form of jerking or pressing is allowed, and a good lockout will have arms and legs locked out for a momentary pause. The feet should be stationary during that momentary pause and reasonably in line. Doesn't have to be dead in line, but it can't be like 1 foot there, 1 foot there.
Basically, wait for the referee to give you that down signal.
Yeah, exactly.
So can we have a petition to get it called the Maxwell?
Yeah, Maxwell is cool. Yeah, I like it too. First event was just what we needed, a good mix-up. And it, like we said, it goes to
makes
show,
it exciting. And, you know, from spending some time with Austin, it was just cool to see him do so well on that first event. I mean, in terms of results, Evan Singleton, obviously very, very going to be like over the moon with the result. However, has he hurt his leg? Is that going to affect him moving forwards? Tom Stoltman is going to be very happy with this result. He put in a fantastic performance. I think he probably expected to come behind Mitch and Evan on this one. And he's actually still ended up in third place.
Yeah.
Austin is the guy that's in second, but he's got a few points on Mitch, which is important for him, particularly when you think.
On one of Mitch's events.
Yeah, this is one of Mitch's events, or it should have been on paper. And there's the keg toss and the stones, which you really see as Tom being the heavy favourite.
Yeah, definitely.
And Tom is a great axle presser as well, so perfect start.
Jack Nouse, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Loz and Liz, just saying hi, and thanks as always for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you to everyone for joining us. If you haven't, go and give the video a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and just have some fun with us.
Benny King, no, it wasn't fake news about Evan. It definitely happened, and he was much screaming at the end, but Evan always screams at the end of an event. So I think initially no one really thought anything of it, but people quickly got him out from under the frame. But
Hopefully
you said it's something
all okay. Yeah.
that can happen because they're moving so quickly.
With the frame, it's not like a farmer's where you can kind of just let go and they'll slide, because they'll slide to this. Obviously, there's nothing coming behind you. But with the frame, if it slides, the back end comes and hits your legs. And I think that's what's caught him out there.
Where are we? Andrade is good at Axel too. Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing some of the new names on this one, because okay, we know Tom's good, we know Evan's good, we know that Mitch is good. Matt Ragg is a great presser, although he's had some issues cleaning the axle in training. Pavlo, I think, needs to. I mean, Pavlo's probably got his worst event out the way. Yeah. So I think he can pick up some points again.
Well here on this one.
I'm interested to see both new Canadians, and Andre as well. So. We don't know.
How many lifts do they get? So however many jumps there are, they can do every single one if they want to, or they can pass. But it's not like you only get 3 attempts and you have to perfectly plan those numbers. It's rising bar. And
this is potentially an event where athletes tie points on as well, which could be a big factor come the end. I mean, if someone can get the outright win, could be very beneficial.
Yes,
if definitely. A few athletes end up tied on a set weight.
Yeah. 10 seconds faster than the second is insane. And yeah, that was a real split compared to what we're used to on some of these moving events where it can be 10 seconds separating the whole field, less even, less often to be honest.
It just shows they got the right kind of weight.
Yeah.
We often see people talking about getting the weights right for strongman comp. Not everyone should be finishing. And clearly we've had we had 4 finish. We had some really struggle and some sort of nearly finish. Yeah. It's kind of what you want to see.
It's going to be a brutal final when you look at the other events still to come.
Oh man, just think of what they've done already, especially the guys that were in the stone off as well.
Yeah, cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. Hi all, stuck at a truck stop in Wisconsin. Okay, not in Myrtle Beach then. We're glad you're able to join us, Fred. Any news? Has anything happened? No, not yet.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Who is leading, please? So we'll just quickly get the scores up again. So it's currently Evan Singleton is leading after event number 1, Austin in 2nd place, Tom in 3rd place, and the reigning champion Mitch Hooper down in 6th place. 1 event down though, 5 more to go. So we'll see how this shapes up.
Often the winner
into the competition.
Often the overall winner is in the top 3 after the first event. So it's quite rare that we've seen people come back, but we have seen Eddie Hall. I think he got 6 points in his in the first event when he won.
First event, the tire flip.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, Zadrunas, 2010, he had 5 points on the first event. 2012, he only got 4 points on the first event. So, as these athletes know, you never give up. You keep fighting till the very end.
Was it an arm over arm, Paul?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. El Press Cat, thank you for the super chat. Could Big Z, Brian, and Thor do split jerk axle?
Technically, they'd probably struggle. To be honest, they were better at push pressing than like the more technical type of split jerk. There's people that if they try and split jerk, they're actually worse. So it doesn't mean it's better. If you're highly trained in it and you work well at learning the technique, then it can be effective.
Rebecca asks again about the order. So the order is now reversed based on the previous event. So first up will be Pavlo Cordiaca.
But obviously this event is about max lift. So they'll come out, every athlete, I should guess every athlete will do the 170. They'll want to get a feel of the equipment. I can't imagine anyone missing that, because even if they feel confident with the weight, just going from the training bar alone that they'll use backstage to the actual bar that they're using in front of the crowd, etc., you want to get used to that familiarization.
Yeah. Marcus, thank you for becoming a member. What have we got? It's just tore some calluses. People answering other people's questions. Sarah, thanks for becoming a member, and also Footer too. Okay. I love this competition and this community, says Johnny.
We have a nice community here. They are just starting now.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it'll be Pavlo up first with the 170.
Yeah. How many people out of 10, you don't have to name names, how many people do you think will get the opener?
I think everyone.
Do you think? That would be good. We saw a Max Axel at the Strongman Classic 3 years ago, and about half of the field didn't get the opener of 160, I think it was.
But this is the final of Worlds.
It is, yeah. No, you're right.
You had me in that competition failing that
Oh.
170. And I was someone that was good at axle in my prime, but by that point I was
All mobility gone.
yeah, shoulders were messed
else.
up and I was struggling. But these guys are the top 10 guys in the world. I expect them to be getting 170.
David, thank you for the super chat. Evan will use his fuel as his pain as fuel for the rest of the competition.
So Pavlo, good with 170.
There you go. Let's go podium for T-Rex. Love that you keep having live streams for all the events. Thank you. And thank you for joining us,
Thank you for joining
David.
us, guys. Thank you for all the support.
Yeah, adrenaline is one hell of a drug. And I think one that Evan gets off on more than most. Yeah. So I think Evan is going to be okay. He walked off afterwards. He wasn't, stretchered away or anything.
From what I've heard, he doesn't have any, there's no like tears or anything like that. He just took a whack to the back of the legs. It's probably going to be a little bit sore. These guys are tough. Same with Mitch. Mitch has torn his calluses. Like I said, it happens a lot in strongman comps, particularly in the hot, humid climates. And you've got to brush it off.
Yeah.
You can't complain about it. This happens in strongman.
Lucas, the opening weight is 170 kilos. Yes, 170. Michael, thank you for becoming a member.
370 pounds.
Yeah. Will, thank you for the super chat. In your opinion, based on the coming events, do you think Mitch has a chance? I personally would love to see Evan get the win.
He's still in with a chance. Yeah, he's obviously made it harder for himself, but he's got to keep fighting. You don't ever know what's going to happen. This should be a good event for Mitch. So if he can come into this one and take maximum points, he's pulling himself up the leaderboard. Only one event down so far. He's only 5 points off Mitch. 5 points off Evan, 3 points off Tom. So anything can happen. It's never the ideal start, but as a former competitor that's been in many, many competitions, I've had comps where my best event goes badly, but then my worst event goes really well. Yeah. So you just don't know. You've just got to get into each event and keep fighting.
And we've got some unknowns in this competition. We don't know who's going to place where in between each other, because that makes a huge difference.
Of course
doesn't
it does. Of course it does. Like
we've just seen actually on the first
Ivers
event.
is up next.
Oh, come on, Ivers. I hope you can get this.
Actually, most athletes before a comp will sort of have, they'll go through scenarios in their head of like the perfect scenario, the realistic scenario, and the worst case scenario. And that was probably worst case for Mitch, but he's got to forget about that now. That event is done. You move on. Likewise for all the others. It looks like Ivers didn't even try.
He touched it and waved.
So I don't know if it's just too heavy. Ivers was actually one of those guys that didn't get the 170 axle.
Yeah, he was. Ivers knows himself as well. Yeah. This would never have been his event.
No, but to be honest, if he was capable of the 170, maybe he's just not. And he knows it. Maybe his biceps hurting.
Yeah,
I don't know from not being out there. There could be a number of reasons. But what I was just thinking as a competitor,
excuse me,
getting that 170, then jumping up to the 180 next, you might find a few athletes fail on 180. Yeah, so you actually get a few more points than not trying at all.
Yeah, that's true, because that would be 0 points for not attempting. Yeah. Strength training after 40. Thank you for becoming a member. Someone was asking, does it affect axle torn calluses?
Should be fine, especially for a max. He'll be able to kind of dry his hands out between each attempt, get chalk on there. Like I mentioned earlier, probably have put some super glue to try and keep the skin down.
Luke is up. By the way.
He should be okay.
Luke Stoltman is attempting next. How exciting! Luke should be good for this.
Luke should be. Yeah, as long as he can clean it. Pressing 170 would be easy for him.
Yeah, my concern for Luke is fatigue after the stone off.
Yeah.
But we will see. He's very strong overhead. Nathaniel, thank you for the super chat. What do you think sets apart the world's guys and the pro level competitors, the level beneath that?
Luke makes a good lift with 170.
And what should someone do to close that gap? What separates the top guys and the next level under?
One of the big differences between the top level guys is their baseline strength. I think some of the guys slightly behind can peak for a one-off comp, but you start competing regularly against the best guys in the world, that's when they tend to struggle more. Also, conditioning can be a big factor. There's a lot of strong guys out there, but they start to fatigue very quickly. They don't know how to kind of improve their ability to go through like 6 events in a competition, or in this case 12 events in a competition. So you might find guys that are very, very strong in the gym. You watch them in their lifts, you see them on Instagram, and you think, Jesus, this must be the strongest man on the planet. But doing it all on one day or all through a competition is something that takes a bit of learning and experience.
Matt Ragg will be up next.
And time, time. also is a great way to get good. Just keep improving steadily. Avoiding injuries as well is tough.
VPMC, thank you for the super chat. Got back from the beach, California, not no world's strongest man. Seeing the results, what's the word on Mitch? Is this injury on the worrisome side, or something he'll be able to push through with relative ease?
He will 100% be able to push through.
Yeah, it's torn callus. I mean, it looks nasty. We've seen pictures. He's got literally chunks sort of flapping around on his hands. It's going to be sore.
I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, they'll be able to see.
That's his hands at the moment.
Yeah.
But we've had a chat. He's in a good headspace. He's a very competitive person and he keeps fighting. There's no giving up if you want to be a champion. You know, we're not taking anything away from any other athlete. Whoever wins this comp deserves to be the world's strongest man. But just because the first event didn't go to plan does not mean you give up.
No. The swears, thank you for the super chat. Let's go, Big Tommy. Thanks for the streams, Loz and Liz. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Big Tommy having a great start.
Yeah. Spontaneous Gaming, thank you for the super chat. We cannot wait to see Rob Dimmer do an event tomorrow, and we are so excited for him as he gets to show off his guns, Lightning McQueen.
Yes, he's been looking good in training, definitely making progress.
There's someone you know.
It's Rob. Rob comes and trains with me and the guys on a Saturday.
And super chat from Stanley. Thanks, Stanley. After event 1, is Tom now considered favourite?
Tom's always been one of the favourites, and he's had the perfect start for sure.
Yeah.
You know, that Tom could not have asked for a better start. He is going to be extremely happy. He needs to keep it going.
No, thank you for the super chat. Make last event in group stage matter more. Seeds in first event of final based on total points earned in groups. Highest points goes last in event 1. I've even saw a suggestion actually.
Can I just say quickly, Matt Ragg, good lift, 170.
Good. We were worried about Matt on this, weren't we? Because he didn't sound confident. I saw a suggestion. The last event in the heats, so no stone off, 6 events. The last event in the heats, the points for that are the points you go into the final with. So it's almost like last event in the heats is also the first event in the final. Make them keep trying.
As if they'd all competed against each other.
Yeah, so you'd have to take everyone else out, wouldn't you?
But then you can't have stones in the final again.
Well, no, but it wouldn't be at the stones. So you'd have 6 strongman events.
Right.
No stones. Forget the stones, yeah?
Yep.
The last event in the heats is also the first event in the final.
I don't like it. I understand. So
I like the idea of making the last event matter.
To be honest, as long as you don't have 2 lots of stones, then I'm happy.
Okay.
So if it meant a group didn't have stones in and then stones was in the final of worlds, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they did stones as the last event,
no,
because that's what it's always like.
Yeah,
these
no,
days.
you wouldn't have 2 stone events in the same final. No.
Right.
Any event.
No, you can't have like someone's favorite event twice.
No. Leighton, thank you for gifting a membership. And Cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. My new picks, all North American. Evan, Trishan, and Mitch in that order. Sorry, Tom. Fred is expanding to get his American, even if it's just North American athletes into the into
Cooper's
that
good with his lift.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So everyone so far, apart from Ivers, who didn't attempt, has successfully lifted 170. So that's Pablo Cordiaca, Luke Stoltman, Matt Ragg, Mitch Hooper. Next up will be Tristan Hoth. Where are we? Bob, thank you for the super chat. Allez les Canadiens. Go on, you say it.
Allez les Canadiens.
Yes, well done. I don't know what I'm saying. Something about Canadians. Where are we? Someone saying, do you think Tom has a chance to win now? I always thought Tom had a chance to win. Yeah. I think a lot of people...
Just because I say like a prediction doesn't mean I don't think someone's got a chance. I think Matt Ragg has had a chance to win. Looking at the events from the start, I said Mitch was my favourite for first place, Tom second, Evan third. But that doesn't mean someone else doesn't have a chance. You know, it's we're all going to have ideas. None of us know what's going to happen, but that's why we watch.
Yeah. Tiffany, what events will take the longest? Probably the next one.
And the next one.
I think the next one will take the longest because each athlete gets 3 attempts. There's 3 kegs there.
You're right.
So I think,
So the keg toss, the athletes get 3 attempts. So if they throw it and it doesn't go over, they get another 2 attempts.
Whereas here, it's 45 seconds no matter what.
Hoth is up.
Oh, here we go. Elliot, thank you for the super chat. A cent for each time you've called Austin Andre. No, so we need to say Andrade rather than Andre.
Yes.
There's a lot of confusing name crossovers this year.
There was Andre and Austin in the same group, wasn't there?
It was getting stressful. And
good lift.
good lift, but lift by Tristan Hofe, Evan and Evan's Nana in one group as well. Trey Mitchell Hooper. Yeah, there's lots of weight change. What's Monica saying? Weight change?
Don't know.
I don't know either. Nathaniel, thank you for the super chat. What is the most important thing to consider for those who wish to compete in high level competition, and what would you do if you had to start over? Wesley is up, by the way.
If I had to start over, I would have competed less. That's something I made a mistake with, I feel, early on. I did too many competitions and not allow myself enough time to recover properly from events and also train to make progress. In terms of everyone's different. So, just because, and this is me saying something without knowing someone's ability at all, but not everyone is built to do strongman at the absolute highest level. Some people are much better built to do a lighter weight class. Like I've got athletes that they are 5'6", 5'7", super strong dudes, like amazing powerlifters, really, really strong. But we've decided it would be better for them to focus on under 105s or under 90 kilos. And I've seen a lot of athletes that, for their health as well, it was a better choice for them to do. Not everyone can be a 6 foot plus monster that can carry 300 pounds body weight around. Whereas some people just are naturally bigger guys. So genetics are important, but it's also understanding that it takes time to get good as well. Focus on good technique, focus on compounds. Find a gym with strongman equipment, find a good group around you because you're going to learn more from people all the time. But as long as you love it and you keep enjoying it, you'll keep progressing.
No lift for Wesley Dawinski. So he's the first person to attempt and fail the 170
so Ivers
axle.
and Wesley are the only two so far.
Yeah. Ivers didn't attempt, Wesley, no lift.
Okay.
Anthony, thank you for the super chat. If only the Grizzly was competing or Khan Baba. We can't have it always. We can't have the strongest.
We need a strongman comp of YouTube sensations.
Yes. We could put that. What's his name? Tom Hallavand?
Not Hallavand. I can't even remember now. You've butchered it up so bad. Tom Havland.
Oh, that's it. Hallavand. You knew what I meant.
I know what you mean.
It's enough.
Tom looks genuinely strong, whereas Khan, I'm not so convinced about. Grizzly, genuinely strong, just in weird movements. But he's a very strong man.
Yeah. Who's up now? Tom's up. Big Tommy. And then after that, there's just two more at this weight, Austin and Evan. Oh, dear. It's unfortunate with torn calluses. It's part.
Look, I remember one Worlds where almost all the guys in the final tore their calluses on the frame carry.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I'm Mitch's coach, and I'm not making any excuses for him. He's got to man up and get on with the competition.
Easy lift for Tom.
Good lift for Big Tommy.
God, I hope they don't overdo it on the commentary, though. Do you remember that year? Bloody Eddie fractured his finger. I don't know if any of you saw the UK commentary of it, but that finger must have been brought up at least 16 times. It was non-stop, wasn't it? Or with that finger. Let's not forget he fractured his finger. And I was like, fucking no, his finger.
The thing is, like, at this stage, they're all hurting.
Yeah, everyone's got something. Yeah. No one's going to be feeling fresh and perfect.
It's not ideal when you tear your callus or you kind of hurt your foot or you've got a knee issue or whatever. But that's strongman. You just got to, if you're going to be a competitive strongman and you want to compete with the best in the world, you have to cope with these things at times. Yeah.
Let Tom Stoltman, Tom Evans, Evan Singleton. It was a mishmash.
Yeah. We're only human. We get things wrong.
Opening weight for the axe was 170. Everyone.
I think there's only one athlete left to go, and only Ivers and
there's
Wesley.
two left to go.
No, just one.
Oh
no, you're right. Austin. Sorry.
I was going to say Austin and Evan.
Yes, you're correct.
Do you hear that, guys?
Austin is up.
Oh, I hope for a good competition for Austin.
There we go. Tom Havland.
He's had a good start.
He's had a great start.
Yeah.
It's really good.
First World's Strongest Man. First World's Strongest Man final. Either skipping or is he done? He's skipping. Wow. He's not skipping as in, I'm going to come in at 200. He's done on this event. Yeah. But not done for the competition.
The reason he didn't attempt, like literally, apparently he didn't even try. So
no, he just gave it a little pat on the back.
Why? But he obviously has a reason why.
To be fair, for some of these athletes, they really, really focus on heats events. For the guys who don't truly think they're in contention with a win, like just making the final is a huge achievement. The focus is on the heats, isn't it? But saying that, we don't know.
And Axel's probably Ivor's worst overhead.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah, it's decent on a log. He did really well on the log ladder when they had
Austin with a good lift.
Nice. So just Evan Singleton left for the 170 opener, and then we think they'll be moving on to 180, but hopefully get confirmation for that.
Yeah.
Liz F-bomb. Oh, did I swear?
Did she swear?
Didn't even notice.
My daughter will tell you off if she heard that.
Oh, I know. Thankfully, she's upstairs now. Can't imagine wearing gloves on a frame carry, someone said.
Terrible. You can't pick up that kind of frame with gloves on.
No.
Evan is up.
Will Thor ever return to World's Strongest Man?
Love to see it, but I don't think so.
Almost definitely not, Ron. But thank you for the super chat. I mean, he's got a full calendar anyway without Worlds, hasn't he?
He's very busy.
Still got 3 competitions to come this year. One in Iceland, Brian, and Rogue.
Yeah, he's doing Iceland's Strongest Man, isn't he, as well?
Yes, Liz dropped a bad word. Sorry, we are pre-watershed.
You naughty girl.
I'm just excited. We didn't even have someone from Iceland this year, did we? No, you were supposed to.
You were supposed to, but unfortunately, they picked up an injury beforehand, and there was an Icelandic reserve who
didn't get in the end. Yeah, Christian Haraldsson. I think he tore his ACL while axle training. Oh, is that what I said? Doesn't sound like me.
Auntie Liz.
My goodness.
Good lift for Evan.
Good.
So he's okay. Obviously, not affecting him too much on this one.
8 in.
Yeah, 8 athletes are through to the 180. So Ivers and Wesley Dowinski are the only athletes that didn't lift the 170 kilos.
So Pablo will be up first, assuming he is going to attempt this. The athletes don't have to do every single lift. They can skip lifts if they want to. I can't see many skipping much, personally. It's quite a risk, isn't it?
I don't think we'll see anyone skipping anything, to be honest.
No. Scott, thank you for the super chat. Loz, have you got your own supply of rice cakes in there?
No, I haven't, Scott. I haven't. We're going to go shopping on Monday morning. We've had some food, though, so I'm all good.
Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about him.
Kilo down this week in terms of body weight. All is good. Training hard.
Too many rice cakes. That could have ruined that.
No.
Ricky, thank you so much for your very generous super chat. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank
Ricky.
you
It's very
very much, Ricky. And yes, go and listen to Ricky and like and subscribe, please, guys.
Toxic Truth, thank you for the super chat. First time super chat. Just want to thank you both for your hard work on this channel. You both make the World's Strongest Man so much more memorable.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toxic Truth.
This is what we all have to resort to because we have no live stream. We have nothing. Liz OnlyFans when the channel fails. No, never, to be honest.
She's a mother.
I'm someone's mum. I'm a few people's mum. Not that mums can't do it, but
Liz, you're not the best at trying to be sexy, are you? Am I wrong?
We don't all have to try. No, I'm not.
You're naturally a very pretty woman, but we did a photo shoot once when we were on holiday.
Stop.
And it was and this woman found me more elegant than you.
I think she was quite excited to work with us initially, and then she was like, Liz, why is Lawrence more graceful than you? I'm so sorry, I don't know. Law's OnlyFans when?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow?
No. Monday. We've got to get through World's Strongest Man first.
Yeah, so you haven't got time for that. Law's elegant. I know.
It's not that I'm elegant. Oops. It's just that she is not.
To be fair, she was giving it was more I'm uncoordinated. She was giving very confusing instructions.
Please do this.
Okay, so they are working out the next weight change because these were all suggestions. So they're going to say, right, we're thinking of going up to this. Everyone happy? Yep. There we go. Oh, dearie me.
It was a Russian lady.
Yeah, and she was lovely, but she was very bossy and strict. And I started to panic. She's like, that hand, no, the other hand. I was like, I was getting flustered. It Rick with the members comment, Loz OnlyFans as a members extra. Really? We want to try and keep our new members, Rick. No,
Nobody needs to see that, Rick.
Oh dear. Man of low moral fiber. Oh, I love your username. Thank you for the super chat. Loz and Liz, we love your coverage. Thank you so much. Also, Loz, you are such a humble man. Is he? Never really mentioned that you were a former deadlift world record holder.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you were.
Am I not humble? I know, I forget.
He's humble to you guys.
Someone messaged me earlier saying, oh, they were watching 2010 World's Strongest Man. Sorry, just so you guys know, Pavlo's up now. And the next weight is 180.
Yeah, 180 kilos.
Yeah, and he was asking about something that happened in 2010. I was like, I don't know. That was ages ago. I can't remember what I did back in 2010.
I think Petra's
I did some not too bad things. You could always tell when I was happy with something because I had a smug look on my face, didn't I?
Yeah,
stupid smug look.
Loz's OnlyFans would be hilarious. Loz, graceful. How can that be? It's a strongman, cousin Fred. Exactly. He wasn't being graceful at all. She was just being.
I was just good at following instructions.
She was being disproportionately mean to me. I felt.
Do you feel she liked me?
No, I think I just let her down because I was in really good shape at the time, and I think she was looking like, oh, look at these athletic people because we dieted really hard and everything, hadn't we? Yeah. We were in shape. And I'm going to have to show you a picture from that shoot at some point. But she was really laying into me.
I wouldn't say I was in shape, but you were in shape.
I was in shape. I'm telling you, feet, Liz, just saying. I don't think anyone will. Right, stop that now. There's nothing wrong with my feet.
No, I'm not saying there is.
Okay. But we're not into feet, are we?
No, God,
What's
no.
happening to this stream? Stop. Hey, guys, it's a strongman competition.
Pavlo gets it.
Pavlo gets it. Thank you, Heidi.
This is the problem with this type of event. We've got a lot of filler time.
There's too much filler
time. It's all good. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're having fun. And who knows what Liz will say. So
this is why we need faster moving events. Liz's photographer impersonation sounds like Ivers to me at first.
Could have been.
Yeah, she was a female Ivers. I had a funny message from Ivers because just before the stone off, I said to Rauno, "Oh, give Ivers a back slap from me." And Rauno, being Rauno, just walked over to Ivers and without warning slapped him. And Ivers was like, "What the F?" So I didn't say it. And Rauno said, "Liz sent it." So then Ivers messaged me and said, "Thanks, Liz, but I will slap you too."
So Pavlo gets the lift at 180. Luke Stoltman is up next.
Ooh, okay. Monica saying struggled first attempt.
Who did?
Pavlo, presumably, because we're quite up to date on comments.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you do for Strongman. Thank you so much. I don't feel like we just talk a load of nonsense a lot of the time.
You talk a lot of nonsense.
I have the best nonsense. Diego, thank you for the super chat. Loz, thank you for the new phobia. Fear of flipping fingers. Oh, yes.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. That was a nasty injury, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, just make sure.
Luke gets it.
Yes, Luke with 180, no problem. It's just making sure that people use appropriate weights. The competition I was referring to, I was injured at the time, so I couldn't flip it properly. But I, with one hand, picked it up and instantly just thought it was too heavy. And for the level of competition. And the first guy went and just couldn't flip it. Second guy kind of got it up to his shoulders and couldn't flip it. The third guy went, gave it absolutely everything. And then he got into this awkward position where it kind of fell back down on him. The poor guy, lungs were punctured, shoulder was messed up, both ribs were broken, so much bad stuff happened. He was a lovely guy as well.
And
I was just I was so angry at the competition for allowing it to happen. And there was just kids running around and stuff like that, and it was just
dangerous.
Yeah, I could just see it happening, and I'd already told them it's too heavy.
Yeah. Matt Ragg is up next. Come on, Raggy.
Matt Ragg.
People have been calling him Matt Mogg. George, thank you for the super chat. What do you think to the natural strongman feds? UKNS, BNSF. Also, good luck for your complet. Oh, good luck for your complet. I had a great time competing at Wiltsh last year. Oh, that's cool.
Rag is struggling. I'll just get back to that in a second. Okay. I'm just going to see what.
A little bit of a play-by-play. He is out. Okay.
Looks like Matt failed the 180.
So no one's got it yet, although we've only had. Oh, no, Luke got it. Sorry.
Yes, Luke was good.
Yeah. Okay. Did Pavlo get it?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
All right. Only one person didn't get it. Ignore me. I'm very unreliable. What do you think of the natural strongman?
I think it's great if people have, if there's lots of competitions for people to compete in whichever class they want to do. I wish it was around early on when I was kind of on my way up, because honestly, I reckon I could have won it quite easily. Eventually, I was kind of competing at a high level, but my highest level naturally was really good.
Well, it was 2009 World's Strongest Man, wasn't it? Or 2008, sorry.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
Competed at World's Strongest Man naturally, and Britain's Strongest Man.
LMUSNC, thank you for the super chat. I'm sort of late to the party, but was Evan's foot injured? And could this affect his Conan's wheel performance? Liz, you are lovely as ever. Lodge, you are not bad yourself. Much love from Texas.
Thank you very, very much.
As far as we know, he is not injured.
I think the back of his leg looks like it took a bit of a whack. So there may be some bruising and some discomfort, but no sort of, there's no kind of tear or any issue to the actual structure of the leg. So other than some pain, which strongmen are used to and good at blanking out, he should be absolutely fine.
So Tristan Hoth is up. We are on the 180 kilo axle. For those just joining us, Pablo Cordiaca got it. Ivers didn't attempt the first 170. Luke Stoltman got it. Matt Ragg failed 180, but he did get 170. So Mitch Hooper has skipped it. If Tristan is up.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mitch, so just for those joining us as well, they are allowed to skip weights. They don't have to do every single weight jump, and they're not limited to the amount of lifts they can do. Well, there's a lot going on. Where are we?
Tristan got it, but it was a fight.
Okay.
So that's good.
That's good that you got it. SMA Consulting, thank you for the super chat. So nice to see a couple work so well together and have fun doing it.
I think someone thought we were breaking up after the other day, didn't they?
I know, we have our moments. We can get a little shirty with each other sometimes, but I mean, we are together all the time. It could definitely be a lot worse, couldn't it? Yeah. No, we
are actual friends, which helps.
We get on really well. It's nice.
Yes.
No. It is nice. We're really lucky. We like working together, don't we? Because we're working towards the same goal together.
Like everyone, I guess. Sometimes we both sometimes want our own space.
Yeah, we get fed up with each other.
There's no doubt about that. But we're lucky that we do get on. We don't need alcohol to be friends with each other. Or
no, God, no.
Each other's company. So it's quite nice.
Time if that was the case. But thank you. Oh, sorry. Small Kexi. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, my name is hard to pronounce. A huge hello from Hungary. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you in Hungarian. Thank you. That's very nice.
Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Don't even try.
No, I should really.
Thank you very much.
Nathaniel, thank you for the super chat. Tell Rauno to stop hogging spots on Team Liz. Rauno has every spot on Team Liz. It's very, very greedy. Do you remember?
You know, the funny thing
is, Nana was like, "Yeah, Team Liz," and Rauno goes, "You are not Team Liz." Forever.
Where did this Team Liz thing start? You managed not Evans.
I managed Rauno.
Yes,
Rauno. Somewhat. Well, I try.
Yeah. I mean, you did send him to the wrong location for a competition, but we won't tell people about that. For anyone that kind of worries that maybe Liz is more like a fan of Rauno than myself, for the World Masters,
I tried to send
Liz
him.
booked his ticket for him and booked it to the wrong city.
Charleston.
Luckily, she did realise her mistake before.
No, I didn't. He realised. Wow, actually, no, I did.
You both realised before.
I realised actually because I was so scared to call him and tell him.
Yes, I remember.
Oh,
Austin got it, no problem.
Nice. Evan up next. Oh, so Tom.
It looks like Tom and Mitch have skipped the 180.
What about Wesley? He must have skipped it too.
No, Wesley failed the 170.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Calm down.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm writing down people's failed attempts. So Ivers and Wesley both failed 170. Rag failed 180.
Yes. Hooper skipped 180. Tristan got it, but it was a struggle. Wesley was out already. Looks like Tom's skipping 180. Austin just got 180. Yeah. Goodness me.
So just 3 athletes that are out of the competition so far.
So this was the one event we were probably worried about Matt for, because talking to him on your Talking Strongman, he hasn't been training it much. He was having some problems with his arm on the clean, which seems to be a bit of a common theme this year. With
Looks like Evan got
the
it.
Athletes. Okay, cool. There we go. Johnny, thank you for the super chat. What do you do if you rip off your hand calluses in the middle of a comp besides grin and bear it? So they've gone down this super glue route.
Tearing your calluses is very common in strongman, particularly in hot climates. Couple of things you can do. You can either cut them off and put some tape around them, or you can get some super glue and stick them down. If they are not completely torn off, it's best to go with the super glue to stick them down. Where you need to, I would put some tape around your hands as well on events that's not going to be an issue for. Looking at the rest of the events today, the guys shouldn't have a big issue. The axle is not so bad as long as you've got all that blood dried up from the event one. Obviously, when it's bleeding, that's the biggest issue when they start dropping the frame, because their hands are then wet, so it's impossible to hold on. But once they get them cleaned up, get them dry, some chalk on there, keep the calluses down, the grip should be fine for the axle. Deadlift, they get to use straps anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. Atlas stones, tacky is going to be fine. It's just going to sting and be a bit painful. Throw won't be an issue. So there's nothing in there that's going to physically stop anyone doing the events. Like an actual grip event, like a Hercules hold, that would be a nightmare, because they'd probably just end up ripping up again. But luckily, that's not an issue for this competition.
So they are just resetting and going up to the next weight, which we'll be able to confirm very soon. Where's Kat? I don't understand. Sure, should test all weights for too heavy rule.
I'm guessing it means Brian Shaw should test the weights to
check they're not too heavy.
You could. It doesn't have to be Brian Shaw. You know, there's plenty of guys.
They usually get the reserves to test them, don't they?
I don't think anything's been too heavy this year.
No.
I think the weights have been pretty good. There's nothing I think that's been too easy, and nothing that's like been immovable or stupidly heavy.
No.
Like the year they put a stupidly heavy yoke in last minute, that was silly.
That was stupid.
Or when they did that Norse hammer.
Yeah. When something's jumping up by like 150 kilos, that's just insane.
But I don't think anything this year has been like too heavy for anyone.
No. Yannick, thank you for the super chat. Loz, what exercise event would you guess caused the most serious injuries in training and competition?
I know some people argue with me about this, but I think the event that probably causes the most injuries is tire flip. It's why we hardly see it anymore. Axle can cause injuries.
Yeah.
Atlas stones can. Sandbags can. Squat has done before. They seem to have got the squat equipment much better now. They used to do the squat where they would go to a metal like a measurement, and that used to knock people side to side, whereas now they use the rubber kind of soft spongy type cushions, and that seems to be a lot safer, a bit more controlled. But every event is a risk, is dangerous. You know, nothing in strongman is just super safe. But certain events can clearly cause more issues than others.
No lift for Ivers is 0 points. So World's Strongest Man never did the split the points thing. That was just the Arnold's, wasn't it? We'd still get like 1.5 points for zeroing in an event. Yeah, I need to plug it back in. No. And Connor with a member's comment, watching with family, Tom and Liv. Say hello. Say hello, Tom and Liv.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hope you're well.
They're like, who are they?
That's Connor Crown, he's one of my clients.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but Tom and Liv might be like, who the hell are they?
They know.
Hold on, I'm just plugging something in. You go sit down.
Right. So only 3 athletes out, and I'm guessing, going up to 190 kilos.
Yeah.
Now 190 starts to be a serious weight on the axle.
Yeah, 190 is big. Especially this deep into a competition. 8 events in.
Someone says Pavlo a dark horse instead of Rag. Obviously, Pavlo didn't have the best start, but I think the events moving forwards are good for him. So I just got confirmation, like we guessed, Hooper and Tom both skipped the 180. Pavlo is up first with 190 kilos.
Here we go. Ooh. All right. Click Lizzie. There we go. Unju, thank you for the super chat. And World's Strongest Man, you are rigorously tested for all sorts of PEDs. If they do not find any, they shake your hand and send you back home. So naughty. Yes. Like, get out of here, you freak. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Hi guys, any idea on prize money for this year's Worlds? Don't think it's increased for a while. Would have thought with SBD involved it may have increased.
I believe I might be wrong, but last time I saw it was 80,000.
It was 80,000 last year. So World's Strongest Man has increased, but what's increased is like the lower level placing. So I saw it last year and I was like, whoa, like for the group stages, it's much better
than it used to be.
it used to be hardly anything.
It used to be crap.
It used to be really bad, but everyone gets thousands. For the lower level placing in the group, it's like literally 2,000 or something. Even the reserves get 1,000 each, though, for doing nothing and just having an all expenses paid trip. So yeah, it's not as like drastic a drop off anymore, but the top end prize money, obviously, the highest is.
Just to interrupt you, Pavlo gets it and Luke gets it as well.
Oh, nice. There we go. Loz's Mitch.
The information I got is Pavlo gets it and holds a flamingo leg.
Oh, lovely. How elegant. Loz's Mitch going for the world record, our sack?
Mitch needs to focus on winning right now. There's nothing else he needs more than a win on this event. Records are going to go if he has to go for records. Otherwise, try and focus on the win. I don't know, I can't see how his lifts are looking, but I've seen what he's done in training and he's capable of some big weights. But the most important thing is the points. He needs to try and win this event outright.
Denise, thank you for the super chat. I think it's lovely how you roast each other, but it's in that polite English accent. Makes it even more fun to listen to from an American. I think English people sound even crazier when they there's something sinister.
Mitch is up, so let's see how he does on this one.
This is 190 we're on now?
Yes.
Okay. So Pavlo with a good lift. Ivers failed the opener.
Yes. So Ivers, Wes, and Rag are out at the moment.
Okay.
Everyone else is, and we've had 2 people be good with the 190.
And 2 people skipped the 180.
Yeah, but they're back in. Well, Hooper's back in now.
Yeah.
Pavlo got the 190, as did Luke Stoltman. Hooper is up next.
Okay.
As soon as I know, I will tell you how he did. He got it.
Okay.
So good lift for Mitch Hooper.
There we go. Very nice. Blue Jetster, thank you for the super chat. Liz accidentally sending Rauno on a world tour. Rauno's confusion after never once seeing a weight, a yoke, or anything. Didn't question it though. Do you know what? He was surprisingly, he just laughed. He was like, at least we know and we can fix. Like, having a girlfriend has really chilled him out.
Oh, massively.
He's got this lovely girlfriend. Yeah, it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. It's Rauno getting a girlfriend. But I spoke to him this morning and he's like, he still feels sick, but he's happy. He's like, it just wasn't my day. Now he's not going to compete until the deadlift world championships. He really wants to go for something huge. He wants to go for the world record. And I said, we will have to get together in the summer. We can make some videos with him training for that world record. That would be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Day 3 for us all. Woo, says Brian Nasser. Thanks for the super chat, Brian, and for coming back.
Indeed.
Who's up next then? Next.
So I'm guessing
Tristan is still in. He got the 180. So we'll see. He's good for 190.
Tristan struggled with the 180. So let's see if he's going for it.
Okay. Yeah, he may choose just to not try if he knows it's not there. It's an injury risk, isn't it? DVMT, thank you for the super chat. Why do coaches program a 60-second rest between high rep deadlift sets? Do you start as sadists or does it happen over time?
Why do coaches program 60-second rest between high reps deadlift sets?
You wouldn't, would you?
No, genuinely no, unless we were going very light. I would program a longer rest period than that. I don't know, like without knowing exactly
the weights,
etc., and your levels and stuff like that. It's hard to
RPE.
Yeah,
yeah. Sounds like you've got a sick coach. Man of low moral fiber, back again. Thank you. Recent too heavy apparatus was Rogue's iron ball.
Yeah, but Brian Shaw tested that. So,
but
they tested it in a different location.
I heard it got wet.
There was a lot of things,
and the wood sort of was absorbing all the water,
and that was
expanding.
one of the problems. Like Brian and Kevin Ferris tested it, and Kevin was pulling it easy in a different location.
Yeah,
but then we had like humidity.
Yeah.
It was one of those events that is new and probably needed a bit more testing. But
yeah, in different scenarios.
Hopefully next time it's right.
Big Dog Football, thank you for the super chat. What was the weight on the axle at the Arnold's? That was 182 kilos that they did for reps there.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, the Apollon's wheel. Thank you for the super chat. Spicy. Just trying to...
Oh, you've gone past the super chat.
Catch up. Aaron, thank you. Sorry for almost going past you. It seems the amount of athletes pulling out or injured this year is high. Is this a record year for these issues? Thanks
No.
for the coverage. Thanks,
No,
Aaron.
it's not.
No.
I've seen more.
You've seen more. You've seen worse. Hope
Hope is
bows
out on 190. So
Okay.
he's the first athlete to fail at 190.
So assuming he's also not skipping this lift, Tom Stoltman would be next. Then Austin.
Tom
and
is
then
up next.
Evan. There you go. Well done. George, thank you, George. What do you think will be the highest left? Do you think we're going to see the world record? I think 210 might be the most.
I think 200 or 210. Yeah, I don't think we'll see a world record.
The world record, when it was set, it was the first event of a 5-event competition, wasn't it? These guys, like the ones who did the stone off, are 8 events in now. Everyone else is still 7 events in. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Strong Wooden Designs, late to the show. What's happened so far? So,
do you want to go through the results of the first event very quickly?
No, we'll just stick to this event right now, because otherwise we're going to get really far behind. But
we're not, because it takes a bit of time between each.
Okay.
So as soon as Tom's done, I'll tell you.
Okay. Here's the results of the first event. So Evan Singleton winning. Just in case you're wondering what went on, quite a few people, well, almost everyone seriously struggled with the frame. We had some torn calluses for the likes of Mitchell Hooper. Evan had a slight mishap at the end going under the frame as it was still moving and he had stopped. But he's still in the competition, still doing very well on the axle. So far on the axle, let's get rid of that. Ivor Schmaxlis dipped out. The only other person to fail the opener was Wesley Dewinski. They are currently on 190 kilos. Everyone else, all other 8 athletes, got 170. And Matt Ragg was the only one to fail at 180.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Austin Andrade is up.
But
Tom is up
but
next.
I had no.
Oh.
So is Tom's changed on there?
Yes,
Austin gets it.
Right. Tom and Austin got it. There we go.
Did they?
Yeah. Tom's got 190 on the spreadsheet.
Cool.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Austin's doing awesome on this.
Austin's doing great.
Great first day.
Hawkeye, thank you for the super chat. The Norse hammer drop and the lap pop and the deadlift make me squirm. Thanks for those, Uncle Lars. Yes.
Yeah, they weren't fun.
Some lovely memories. Oh, that thing that came down. Cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. I remember that, yeah. You will probably see her before me. So buy Monica dinner for her updates this week. There you go. Here you are, Monica. Dinner's on us.
There's Monica.
There she
comments
is.
In there.
Hooper gets it.
Thank you, Monica.
She means gets the lift. Michael, thank you for the super chat. 0 points for Ivers. No attempt. Should Davinsky get a point for the attempt? I don't know how it's going to go. I think failing is 0 still. I'll have to refer back to the rules, but I think he'll get a 0 too. We'll see. I mean, to be fair, if that was the case, Ivers just would have picked it up off the ground slightly and put it back down again to get that 1 point, because it would be worth it. Yeah. Like just deadlifting it.
If someone said easy peasy for Mitch, I'm guessing that they may be out there. He's feeling confident on the axle. I know that.
Yeah. I saw a comment. Someone was saying that jerk is the sumo deadlift. It is like sumo deadlift, but it's really, really not, because when you think of a sumo deadlift, the start and end positions of the lift are different to a standard deadlift. Whether you jerk it or push press it, the end position is the same. And that's essentially what they're looking for, that lockout. So it does say in the rules, you can jerk it, you can push it, you can strict press it. But the lockout expectation is the same for everyone.
Do you know what would be interesting one year? And, I'd like to see it, is maybe a strict press in a competition. Just as a variation for an overhead event, I think it would be cool to see. Like, I have no problem with people split jerking if it's allowed, but I also have no problem with them getting rid of the split jerk and just doing a strict press or a different type of overhead.
But as it stands, people just work within the rules for what suits their body shape.
Of course, what they can get the most out of. If you watch 90% of the lightweight athletes, they're all split jerking.
Oh, Rob, 5.4 thousand people watching, 800 likes. Come on, guys, 5.4.
Come on, guys. Evan is up.
I suddenly feel self-conscious. Evan is up. Does Evan get it?
We got 152,965 subscribers.
Ooh, just
Let's see if we can get to
35
153,000 with 35 away. So if you're not subscribed, please go and give it a subscribe and a like the
Alexandra,
video.
your super chat is not attached to your super chat.
Evan got it.
Oh,
so
very
Evan
good
also
for Evan.
gets the 190.
Very nice.
So only one athlete so far failed at 190 as well.
Wow, is that Tristan
I
Hope?
think so.
So
Wow.
we've got Pablo got the 190. Luke got the 190. Matt Ragg was out at 180. Mitch got the 190. Tristan didn't get it.
No.
Tom got it. Austin got it. Evan got it. Wow. So we're going up to 200 kilos with a lot of men still in the competition.
Maybe we see a world record.
Yeah, maybe. Faith, Lazo. Oh, we're really far behind on the...
Don't worry.
There we go. Swinglish man, thank you for the super chat. So happy for Rauno. I found love in later life, and it does make you less of a grumpy old bastard. A good woman does wonders. Right, Lars?
Indeed. But
Yeah.
I wasn't an old man when I met you.
No, he wasn't. He was a young 29-year-old. To be fair, you look younger now than you did then.
It's true, which is nothing special because I don't look young now, but it just showed how bad I looked in my prime of strongman.
At 29. Oh,
we caught up.
Oh, there you go. Is the axle fixed or rotating?
I'm guessing it's fixed. It normally is at World's Strongest Man.
Oh.
These are the little things. Like it would be so cool to bring you updates, to be actually like there live and know the sort of the ins and outs, so I could really give people sort of the inside scoop.
Maybe we can find a way to do that next year.
Well,
be there and just be like a radio channel. Blah,
when
blah,
Mitch,
blah, blah,
when
blah, blah, blah.
Mitch Ladner was working there, it was almost going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But
we could do
since
this from the
left-
stands. Just don't turn the camera around. Running commentary, little headsets on, like nerds.
How do I keep looking younger? Probably retiring from strongman was
yeah.
Strongmen don't
Takes
look
years
young.
off.
You know, you see these 22-year-old guys, you're like, you're not 22. Mitch is what, 28?
Apparently, Axe was rotating going by Mitch's video earlier. There you go.
I'd be surprised if it's a rotating axle. Usually they're fixed at Worlds, but I'm not there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, there's Mitch. Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Live podcast. There
yes.
There he is.
There he is. There you are, Mitch. It's so nice you've been able to join us this week.
Yeah.
Probably like spitting feathers at some of the stuff that we're saying. No, he's fine. We're good friends with Mitch.
He knows we love it.
Yeah. And he knows we love him.
And he knows we mean well.
Abid, thank you for the super chat. Abid from Bangladesh. Hi, Big Loz and Aunt Liz. My hero, Big Loz and Big Brian Shaw, retired now. I am heartbreaking. Supporting Tom and Luke brothers this year. Big Loz, miss you.
Thank you very
nice.
much.
Thank you.
The great thing is, you know, it's nice to see so much support for myself and people that watch my career, and Brian and Mark Felix and all the kind of old guys. But it's cool to see these new guys coming through as well. And us as the older guys have to step back once we're past it and allow these new guys to maybe get a few years of experience, because they could be the big stars in the future. And I stand by that when I feel like sometimes some athletes will push their careers on a bit too long when there's new talent coming through that, you know, we know that what the depth of strongman is like right now. There's so many good athletes out there.
Nusup, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Loz and Liz, do you think World's Strongest Man would ever come to a big city like Chicago?
No reason why not.
It's possible. It's all to do with tourism boards and I don't know. Mitch, help us out. You know a lot more than us.
I think if strongman can become more popular, you know, and we get to the point of, I mean, look, Giants Live now doing stadium shows and stuff like that. I think the sport is going to keep growing as long as we get more fans involved and we keep pushing it. And, you know, none of this bitching about whose show is the best. Support strongman. If you see a show that you enjoy, go and watch it, support it. If we're putting more money into the sport, like I'll support all the athletes. I'll buy the live streams that people put on. I try and support it like I would support other sports that I enjoy. And it's good to see the growth. And, you know, the bigger that the sport gets, the better it is for everyone.
Rick, thank you, Rick. It's your strong beard game that's made you look younger.
Must be the little bit of beard dye that I put in there the other day.
A little dab will do.
It's getting a bit grey. Sometimes I have to just freshen it up a little bit.
Yeah. Not ready for Santa yet.
It's
Henrik, thank you for the
not
super
December
chat.
just yet.
Oh, free money. Thank you for the free money. It's
Thank you
very
very
kind. We'll spend it on the children and dog. Hooper said the axle is rotating.
Okay.
There you go. Jens, thank you for the super chat. We're sitting here watching like it's a Giants live. Shout out to my girl Sophie and her brothers Ron and Jimbo Slice. Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
Sophie and Ron and Jimbo Slice.
Yes, with the poor man's Giants live. Oh dear. Thank you for joining us, though. Scott, thank you for the super chat. I wonder how much of a disadvantage Singleton got not having to do either this. Oh, sorry. How much of an advantage not having to do either the stone off or the car walk. Yes, he just did 4 events coming into
Absolutely,
the final.
that is an advantage.
Yeah. Now, maybe a disadvantage after going down under that frame. So he's been balanced out, but hopefully, I mean, he's doing very well. He just hit the 190 axle.
The real strongman historian is tuning in from Morocco. That's cool.
Very nice. Not been there.
No.
Nathaniel, thank you for the super chat. You see Pablo on one leg with the axle.
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
It sounds elegant. I can't wait.
I've seen a lot of people do that, and I never understand it. You get it locked out, and then you stand on one leg. It's like, why?
Peacocking.
You haven't even won the event yet. Do it on the last lift, not on when there's still 7 athletes.
Don't do that at max effort, does it?
I've seen people do it that win the
Really?
competition, but it is kind of like, oh, look at me, I only need one leg. But it's not that hard to do once you're locked out.
Yeah, why he's putting on a show?
I know. But there's still 7 guys. There's still 7 guys in the competition.
Leave Handsome alone. Just jealous of all his hair and stuff.
I am definitely jealous of his good looks and his hair.
Yeah.
But I do like him as well. He's a great athlete and a good guy.
Leave him be.
But Pavlo, wait till you're winning the event. Don't do it on set 1.
Chad, thank you for this wonderful super sticker. That's what we get to see, the word super sticker, which always tickles me. Matt, thank you for the super chat. What are the reasons that the Stoltmen have managed to stay competitive for so long? I know Luke's had a nagging shoulder injury, but they never tear biceps or implode their Achilles or whatever. Genes? Could it be genetic?
Good genetics, smart training, not doing too many competitions.
Yeah.
They're both quite selective in the shows that they do. All really smart things to do. If you compete all the time, likelihood is you're going to get bit.
Yeah.
So you do have to sort of plan out how many comps. You look at Tom, he doesn't do that many comps at all.
How many worlds did you do?
11.
Okay, and Luke is on his 9th.
Yeah.
But obviously, come the 11th, you've suffered a lot of injuries, haven't you? Yeah. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. It would have only benefit World's Strongest Man to have great people like yourselves who primarily strongman coverage do behind the scenes videos each day at World's Strongest Man. World's Strongest Man, call them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, dude. We're lucky. We get to travel to lots and lots of competitions.
Yeah, we follow strongman all the time, so it's nice. Just waiting to hear what the next weight is, but I'm going to guess 440 pounds.
Sounds like they've given the guys a little bit of a rest between the last attempt and the next one. TDN from thank you for the super chat. When did Mitch start lifting with a ring on? Doesn't that increase the risk of Achilles tear? I know powerlifters who had that problem. He never takes his wedding ring off.
He's got a rubber ring, hasn't he? So he's had it since he got married.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, he does take his ring off because I remember the World Tour finals last year because you were on the mic or something and he was like, we were out back and it was quite dark. He said, have you seen my shorts? And I was like,
yes, had to find it for him.
Why? And he was like, oh, it's important, my shorts. And I was scrounging around looking for his shorts and I only later found out his wedding ring was in there. One of the other athletes accidentally put his shorts in their bag. We did find them eventually, but so yeah, he does take his ring off.
Thing up.
The
I'm just a little confused.
Why has this turned itself off? Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Was it entertain the people?
I'm just trying to find out what the weights are.
Okay, so this is on. Why is it saying I've got no internet? Oh, so it looks like Mitch Hooper has hit 200 kilos.
Yeah.
Why is it showing?
I don't know.
And also Pablo.
Pavlo looks like he's just done 200 as well.
Why are we not getting updated? Okay. So they moved on to 200 kilos.
It looks, it's kind of weird that Mitch went out first. I don't understand what's going on then. But it looks like Pavlo.
No, I think we just haven't had an update Pavlo got 200. Luke Stoltman didn't. And then Mitch got 200.
Okay.
Presumably, if Tom's up next, or Luke has chosen to skip 200 and go straight to 210.
I wouldn't think that
I
would be
wouldn't
the
think
case.
so. No.
Right. We'll find out what's going on.
Yes. Chad, thank you for the super chat. Much love from South Africa. Loz, you legend.
Thank you very much, Chad.
Right.
Tom is up. So
Tom is up
Big
with
Tommy
200
is up with
kilos.
200.
Sorry, we fell behind a little bit there. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the joy you guys give me. As a master myself, I doubt whether 40 is a good cut-off age, and 45 or 50 may be better as a true master
Tom
stage.
gets 200.
Lovely. So we've got 3 men still definitely in with 200, with 2 more to lift, presumably.
Wow.
There is a Masters 50 plus category now, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Yeah, Mark Felix has won it the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have 40 and 50. And in the women's side of it, there's a lady that competed in both.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, Claire Myler.
Yeah,
she
Claire
did the 40s and 50s.
I think she was first in the 50s and second in the
third in the 40s. Yeah, Naomi.
Yeah. That's
came
right.
second. Yeah. Francis joining us from Ghana. Must be nice seeing Evans Nana representing the country this year. How people know Pablo did 200 before Lars and Liz. Some people are there and on our stream. Bob, thank you for the super chat. Here comes Austin. The strip press was removed from the Olympics in 1972. Too hard to judge. Soft knees, torso angle, etc.
Yeah, I know. It's funny when you watch Olympic lifting, because in a proper, like a strongman, it's just get it up. But in Olympic lifting, if you kind of like lock out and then you unlock and then lock out, you fail the lift.
Yeah.
We don't need that in strongman.
No, no. BLD, thank you for the super chat. God, double dipping's enough for me. First time, long time. Can it count for a world record if the axle rotates, or would that be a new record category? We don't actually differentiate between the fixed or non-fixed.
Austin doesn't get it.
Okay.
They should, because it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It really does. If it doesn't rotate, it's harder to clean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we've got a very similar question there from Ahmed saying, if the axle wasn't fixed, would it be a world record?
This is one of the problems with strongman records, where I don't find a lot of records that interesting. The different equipment is so important. So, like, I mean this in the nicest way, because
Evan is heading out now.
You know, I coach this guy and I think he's awesome. Is Evans Nana. He did a world record for a Guinness World Record show recently. Broke the world record on a frame carry. Mm-hmm. But I've done a heavier frame in a different competition and my time was faster. And I've seen Kilias Koski do a heavier frame in a competition and his time was faster. But it's a record on that equipment.
Yeah, of course.
So some records in strongman are just a bit watered down.
Catherine, thank you for the super chat. Greetings and thanks for the stream. The strongman beard game is generally strong. Best strongman beard ranking video.
Probably number one would have to be Bobby. His beard's pretty epic.
Bobby's got a great beard. I've seen some guys in weight class that have great beards as well, and they're like braided and really nice. Can you remember that guy at Clash? I've forgotten his name now.
Which one?
We're just waiting to hear if Evan has ever missed 200
Evan
kilos.
Misses 200.
Okay, so
the only people, one, is he?
No,
and Luke.
Austin as well, and Luke. So far we have Pablo, Mitch, and Tom successful at 200 kilos, moving up presumably to 210.
So what have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What, 3 athletes left?
3 athletes, yeah. Thomas, thank you for the super chat. Hey, thanks for the coverage. Have followed every year since you've done it. Thank you so much. Here's a bottle of wine. Just started at the Strongman gym after years in a public gym and loving it. That's awesome. Thank you, Thomas.
Much. Thank you, Thomas.
You know, I've never trained in like a commercial public-y type gym.
No.
I've been to some really dodgy gyms though.
Got locked in a toilet in a gym once, didn't you?
In a few. Joe, lock's not my forte.
I only knew about the one.
Joe, any ideas when the Stoltman documentary comes out?
I don't know. I'm afraid, Joe.
No. Presumably, I would have thought the Mulligan brothers, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I'd have thought they're trying to sell it to someone. But honestly, don't actually know.
I don't know is the answer.
No.
We'd have to ask the Stoltmans.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that they'd have the answer either. Travis, thank you for the super chat. Just paying my pay-per-view. Thanks for your hard work and long hours. Let's go, Tom.
Thank you so
Travis.
much. Thank you to everyone that's supporting us.
Yeah, and just for joining us and commenting, liking.
Let's see if we've got. Yay! We went over 153,000 subscribers.
Lovely.
So thank you very much, guys.
There you go. So they're doing the reset. Presumably, it's going to be 210 kilos. And here we go. Lightning McQueen fans, thank you for the super chat. I love this content. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. And Anthony, thank you, Anthony. I compete at 50 plus masters. No joke. Looking forward to USS Nationals next month.
Good luck, Anthony. You smash it.
There's some great 50 plus masters.
There's some awesome masters athletes. And you know, one of the great things with the masters, it allows athletes to start later in life and, you know, push forward and be great. People always say to me, like, oh, you're not too old. My problem is not my age. It's how much I've put my body through. I've been doing strongman since 21. Now, when you've done 20 years of it, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, of course.
And anyone that can, you know, that's done 20 years will understand. But if you've done 1 or 2 years and you're in your 40s, you can get better.
That's the next one. That's the one after. Sorry, I really need to quickly go.
If I had to create my own strongman event, what would it be? It would have to be the Big Loss Classic. And I'd have to come up with some good events for it. But I can't honestly get my brain working on that right now while these results are coming in. But if it ever happens, we will let you know. Stanley, thank you very much. Isn't Axel world record only 217? Could be broken today. Yes, it is. The Axel world record is 217, and it looks like we're going to be going up to about 210 next. So they're getting close. Will the weight just keep going up? It'll keep going up until there's only, well, till people fail, I guess. But we're into some serious weight now, and there's only 3 athletes left in.
Oh dear.
You okay?
Yes. Yes. Simone, thank you for becoming a new member. Oh, sorry. I just scratch up my nail. Sitting on the toilet. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry about the name. Who is going to win the Conan's Wheel? I'm back in the Stoltmans. Greetings from Holland. You guys do great work. Keep it up.
I think Pavlo has a great chance on the Conans. Matt Ragg is good at it, and Mitch is good at it as well. Those would be my 3 picks on that one.
3 left.
So 210 kilos next. This is big weight territory now.
And there's going to be a lot of ties on points here. So it's quite big jumps up when you get the next weight. And if someone can outright win this event, it's going to be really important points wise if they can get a full 10 points and everyone else is tied behind them. So
very much so.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens now.
Tom Stoltman will be looking to be top 2 on this. If Tom 100%. Stoltman gets top 2 on this, he's going to be very, very happy with the way the first 2 events have gone.
Definitely. Yeah, so just 3 men left.
Like I mentioned earlier, how athletes will kind of sit down and work out the best case and worst case scenario. I think if Tom can hit top 3 in that first event, top 2 on this one, that's like best case scenario going really well with his 2 best events still to come.
Yeah. Hawkeye, is it Goth or Go? Thank you for the super chat. The Châtelet Showdown would be a good event name.
Yeah, it would. The only problem is a lot of people can't say it.
No, that's true. Yeah. We've had all sorts, haven't we? Although we're not ones to talk, we can't say anyone else's name either. Didn't Iron Bibby get 230 at Giants Live? So that's log lift.
Log he did.
Yes, yeah. This is the axle. So he has a record at 217.
The big challenge with the axle is often the clean, which is why I'm surprised if it's not a fixed axle. I haven't seen the axle. I'm just going off what people have said, but I'd be surprised at Worlds if they're not using a fixed axle. But apparently they're not.
So 3 men left. 210 kilos is the next weight jump. Lightning McQueen with the super chat. Thank you. A very important question. How's Holly? She's great. She's fast asleep. I took her for a little walk after the frame and yoke.
Yeah. Someone said, so there's 6 events. Yes, there's 6 events in the final. There were 6 events in the heats as well. So
including the stone off.
Yeah.
How do points work when 3 people are tied? So what they do, so say someone wins outright, first place, they get 10 points. What you then do, going down to second place, if those 3 tied, they'd add up 9 points, 8 points, 7 points. So the amount of points that they would have got if they were second, third, fourth, added together, divided by 3, the amount of athletes in there.
Each.
Yes.
Pavlo is skipping 210.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's going for broke, is our Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
He's
there
getting
we
that
go.
peacocking going.
Wow, the leg's going back up, Lossie. So the next attempt after 210 would be a new world record attempt. So it's a very interesting choice by Pablo there.
Yeah.
How old is the dog? She's 16 weeks old. Yeah, so she's a proper handful. Best ever axle presser, Eddie Hall?
No.
No, that would have to be Iron Bibby right now. He's the current world record holder.
Don't get me wrong. Eddie was great. I'd probably say Zadrunas is the best.
Mm.
When you look at records, I'd say Zadrunas. But Eddie was great. Mitch is very good.
Tom's very good.
Tom's very good. Kuklayev was really good. Even Mark Henry was really good at axle. Different times, obviously, but yeah, they all stand out.
So
Hugo Girard.
Yeah. What kind of dog? She's a golden retriever. She's lovely.
Hooper is good with 210.
Wow, very nice. Mitch successful with the 210 kilos. Is Tom going to skip or is Tom going to go for it?
Tom's going for it, apparently.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to skip at this stage. He doesn't need to beat Mitch. He just needs to stay close because he's already ahead on points after an event that probably, on paper, looked better for Mitch. So
yeah.
Tom is in a great position. He does. The pressure is on Mitch because Mitch has to beat Tom on this.
The record, Zach, is 217 kilos. So Sausage Dog, thoughts on Mitch using split jerk for axle press record?
If it's allowed, it's allowed. Like there's a lot of athletes that use split jerk. If you get rid of it, then that's part of the rules. Then you're not allowed to use it. But if it's in the rules, why would you stop doing it if it's the most effective way for him to lift?
Alex, do you think Pablo is just accepting third? Possible. Perhaps. Possible. He's saving himself if he knows it's not there.
I mean, Pablo split jerks as well, but no one says anything because he's not winning.
Yeah, I know. Mark Henry power cleans the axle.
Mark Henry was a beast.
Great, yeah.
I love Mark Henry.
Yeah,
I would love to have seen him do more strongman. But
understand why he didn't as well.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm starting to lose my voice. Yeah, Pablo's also split jerking. I do. It's a Red Bull though. Maybe I should save it for the third live stream.
it's harsh on Hooper because he's good. People want to pick a hole in him, but then they don't look at all the other athletes that do these things.
I know.
It's just because he's winning.
Yeah.
But you can't blame him for doing what's allowed.
And you really can't compare it to a sumo.
I don't like sumo deadlifts, but if they're allowed, I'm not going to have a go at someone for doing it. You've got to kind of blame the rules or the way they score it.
Yeah.
Big Tommy is up.
Here we go. I reckon Tom's got this. Tom's overhead is really strong. He got the 210 kilo log.
He's cleaned it, and I think if he cleans it,
he'll press it. Definitely. Oh. Tom gets it.
They are pushing this weight up.
So, Pablo, is he going to go for the next weight? I can't see it personally. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you reckon they go 218 next?
Yeah, 217 or 218, I think.
Well, 217 is the record, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So sorry, 218. Or maybe straight to not 220. 218.
I think they'll go for a record.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They did say that this attempt would be a record attempt. So 3 men technically still win, although Pablo did not do the 210 kilos. Mitch and Tom both did.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Big Tommy is in shape for World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
He's always so good at Worlds, isn't he?
He really is.
Peaks well for it. He really does. He avoided doing Europes. He's he
hasn't done Europe since 2019.
No. I've said I think Europe's has to almost change the date now if Worlds is always going to be around this time of year. Because some of the athletes do miss it because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
World record. Let's go. Pablo's strength for his size always amazes me.
Pablo is very impressive. Just a great athlete.
Yeah, he's great. I remember when we first met him, 2021, wasn't it, at OSG, the year that he won it.
Yeah.
And he was just coming back from it where he got injured training.
His back's caused him problems throughout his whole career, but he's so good at certain events.
Yeah. Brian, lift heavy, stay spicy. Nice little twist on the 2 mottos. Very nice. This is amazing, to be fair. What a start. This is a great start. This is very exciting.
Wow, have you seen how many people are watching? We've got 6,300
oh my goodness.
people watching.
And I sound like a frog. I'm going to quickly get some water. Oh, God. Where is... Oh, it's fine.
I've got some water here.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just grab it.
Auntie Liz is dying. We apologise.
I've been very ill.
Oh, Pavlo is up. I'm guessing Pavlo's going to be going up next. So with this kind of weights, we're only a few guys left in. They'll obviously give the athletes a little bit longer. Still not sure on the weight that they're going to go for, but as soon as we know, we'll let you guys know. It hasn't come up on there, has it, Auntie Liz?
Nothing's come up on here, no. I got nothing.
Just give me a quick recap on...
Okay.
I can do it if you can turn it to me.
I just have to unplug it to turn it.
All right,
it's okay.
Don't worry.
So, Ibis did not attempt. Let me put this in some sort of order. I can't yet. Okay, so Ibis didn't attempt. Wesley Dwinski failed the 170. People that Tristan Hoth got 180. Oh, sorry. Matt Ragg got 170, failed 180. Tristan Hoth got 180, failed 190. Evan Austin and Luke Stoltman got 190, failed 200. Pablo got 200. Did not attempt.
He's done as well.
Okay.
Pavlo's not attempting anymore.
So just two men left.
Happy
then.
with third place.
Tom Stoltman and Mitch Hooper have both successfully lifted 210 kilos. And yeah, next up is going to be a new world record attempt.
You know what? I didn't think we'd see a world record unless we had to.
Yeah.
The fact is, these guys are so good, you had to.
Yeah. There we go.
So, wow, they're both so good at Axel.
This is crazy. I wasn't sure how far up it would go. I didn't think it would have to go that far, to be honest. I thought 210 would probably be the absolute, and maybe 210 will be the top lift and no one gets the next one, but here he goes. There's
217.7. Weird.
Really? 217.7 is going to be
guys,
the weight.
Well,
they're in America working in pounds,
yes,
aren't they? So that's probably what it divides down to. So there we go. Abir, thank you for the super chat. Abir from Bangladesh again. Life checklist update. Have an authentic Bangladeshi biryani with big loz and Aunt Liz by 2029. I will cook it for you both.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Apparently, Mitch has been saying something on the mic. Not sure if I got this right from the message, but sorry, someone was ringing.
Oh.
He said he's here to put on a show, but if I was there, I'd be saying you've got to win this event if you want to win the title.
Well, yeah.
Tying is not good enough right now. You've got to go out there and give 100%. This is not a tactical. When events go wrong, you've got to fight. And Mitch is in a position where if he wants to win World's Strongest Man, he's going to have to win multiple events ahead of Tom Stoltman.
Yeah.
And Tom is doing everything he can to keep the pressure on. These two athletes, clearly number 1 and 2, they battle many, many times.
Yeah.
And they are putting on a show at this Axel.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it.
I know.
World's Strongest Man. Come on.
Yes.
Let us have a live stream.
He gets. Where are you guys checking on updates? We've got eyes on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. He's got it cleaned and started pressing.
Didn't finish.
Mitch Hooper is out on 210. Did not get the.
He's getting
chalk.
He's
getting chalk. Sorry.
Again. I was going to say, it's not like Mitch to just give up on the first attempt.
No, that's true.
They get 45 seconds for people asking.
Which isn't that long, to be fair.
No.
It's only really enough time for 2 attempts.
He needs to get this if he wants to put pressure on Tom, because Tom tying or Tom winning
is bad news for Mitch.
I don't think he'll get it after failing.
No, I don't think so. It's
just because the clean is so draining.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot out of him. He's done.
He's done. So Mitch Hooper fails the world record attempt at 217.7.
Do you think Tom will still go for it? Because he's still got a 3-point lead over Mitch.
You know what? I didn't see Tom's attempt, but I think it's worth him going for it.
I think so
because to be 4 points ahead and have the throw coming up, he could be in an amazing position after day 1, and that puts so much pressure on Mitch Hooper.
It does.
So for me, I would go for it. And as fans, I want to see him do it.
Yeah.
As a coach, obviously, I want my man Mitch to win, but I am a Tom Stoltman fan as well, and I just love seeing impressive lifts. So if we see a big, huge axle by Tommy, I will be very happy for him.
Super chat here. Thank you, IK97. Why is there never really a free weight bench press in strongman? Many strongman trainer anyways.
I think a lot of it comes down to just the boringness of it. I've actually done a bench in a competition, in a strongman competition.
Yeah.
I've never seen it at work, other than they did a sort of variation one time. Sorry.
What are you looking at? They did like the led down log press, didn't they? The floor press, I think it was called.
Yeah, they did floor press with a log.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the closest they've got
Like
at
a
World's
thumbless
Strongest
grip.
Man.
Weird.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Really weird, yeah.
But I guess they just feel the bench is more focused for powerlifting. But yeah, I mean, I'm not against seeing it.
Yeah. Someone said, well, Mitch did
I
beat
think
last
they have
PR.
tied. Yeah, the bugger.
You think they've tied?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it looks like Tom isn't attempting it then. Tied with Tom, it says.
Guessing Tom either attempted it to get it or didn't try it at all, and he's happy with his 3-point lead overall.
Yeah.
And really, it's been a great first two events for the
we
big
now have points on the doors. So Tom Stoltman is currently in first place with 17.5 points. Evan Singleton is 1.5 points behind him with 16 points. Then 1 point behind him is Austin Andrade with 15 points. 0.5 point behind him in fourth place is Mitch Hooper with 14.5 points. Then there's a little jump down to Tristan Hof with 10 points. So that's fifth. In sixth place is Pavlo Kordiaka with 9 points, tied with Luke Stoltman. Then we've got Wesley Dewinski tied with Matt Ragg on 7 points and Ivor Schmuxlis on 2 points. There we go then. Right.
What's the top four? Sorry.
So the top four is Tom, then Evan, then Austin, then Mitch. Wow. Tom 17.5, Evan 16, Austin 15, Mitch 14.5.
Big Tommy doing what he does best.
It's exactly 3 points, splitting first place to fourth place. Obviously, Tom, then Evan, then Austin, then Mitch. The next event is going to be the keg toss. I'm going to check and verify the start time because it is supposed to be starting in half an hour. I don't think it will. I think they're going to push back to allow the guys some rest time, but you never know. Our next stream start time will reflect.
Yes, you'll put it up in the
yeah, I will. Yeah. I'll pop a post up to let you guys know.
Right, guys. It's good to see all of you in here. Thank you so much
for those membership giftings.
Thank you.
Whoever that was.
Very, very much to all of you supporting us and liking and subscribing and chatting along and commenting. We appreciate it. We'll be back for event number 3 shortly. I'm going to go and have a little rest quickly.
Lie down in a darkened room. Okay. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Take it easy, guys.